What's up guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Right now we're heading to the Fontana drag strip. I am really excited about this because last time we didn't really have a full day at the drag strip. We had 2 passes, and on the second pass the car did overheat. Well, the clutch overheated. This time around though, I don't think it's gonna happen again. This is it, the entrance to Auto Club Speedway. On the far right, you'll see the road course, and then straight ahead to the very end is the drag strip. What's pretty cool is that to my left, you have tons of cars that just came in through the rail yard, ready to be shipped out to dealerships. I think it's all Nissans, I think. Yeah, it's all Nissans. Hopefully, we can improve our 10.6 quarter-mile time. I know it's a long shot. The conditions were pretty good in Dallas when we had that time. But this time around, I did change the tires. We have Toyo REEDEYEs in the back, and maybe that should help us get an even better ET. So here we are at the drag strip. As you can tell, the GT500 is extremely dirty right now. Pretty sure it's gonna hook well, at least better than stock form, right? These are our compound tires. But so far though, I don't think I see any other 2020 GT500s out here. Tons of Mustangs, so absolutely everywhere. And when you look at that, a Ferrari 488, then in front of it, a Shelby GT350. Quick update, it's been about an hour and we are almost to the front. Here we are, parked right next to the Super Snake. We have finished getting the inspection done, and we are ready to go onto the racetrack. I think it seems like the GT500 is gonna have some pretty good competition out here today. And I think it's time for us to go out. I always get nervous before events like this, but I think it's just so easy in the sense that you just pull up, go through the water box, and put on line lock, do the quick burnout, 5 seconds or so, roll forward, foot to the brake, foot to the gas, and then go. You ready? Ready. I'm gonna set the launch control to approximately 2400, sounds pretty good to me. Line lock is all ready to go. Simple and easy, hold OK to initialize, brake to the floor. Let's put the car in drag mode. So right here, mode, click a few times to hit drag mode, and then we should be all set. And as you can tell right now, we're running the REEDEYEs at 24 on each side. After the initial burnout, it should heat up to maybe 25, and that should be, I think, pretty sticky. First time ever using these tires, so very new to them, but I've heard a lot of great things about them, so I'm gonna give them a try, and hopefully they perform better than the stock PS4s that come with the GT500. And right behind us, as you can see, we have Scott in the GT500 Super Snake. They're excited and nervous as well because it's their first time ever drag racing the Super Snake at an official drag strip. And yes, as you can see, I am wearing a full racing suit, got my racing shoes on, got the gloves and the helmet. I'm told I need to wear the racing suit for this car, so I don't know, what does that tell you? We're almost to the front. I've got a Hellcat right next to me, then a ZL1 right behind him. The adrenaline of going from 0 to 130 miles an hour in like 10.5 seconds is insane to me, it really is. I'm curious though how it's going to launch with these tires. All traction control is going to stay on. I'm just going to use a built-in line lock, leave traction on because it kind of disables it in the back. It does disable it in the back, so I can spin it up for about 4 to 5 seconds after I pass the water box, line up stage. I'm going to try to predict, so I'm going to let off on the brake when it's the third yellow, and hopefully with my reaction time delay and the car's delay when it comes to launching, it'll take off relatively close to when it turns green. If you guys don't know this, with the GT500, launch control, when you let off the brake for launch control, there's like a split-second delay and nothing happens, and then it goes. First pass out for the day. Are they gonna let him out? Hey, was there a problem?
What's up?
Was there a problem with his car?
With that car?
The silver one, yeah.
He went, oh, the silver.
The Mustang.
The one that just left?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a passenger. He can't run with a passenger. So you're racing this guy, okay?
A lot of slippage that time. Huh, the reaction time is pretty good, I think. But this time around, I guess I gotta lower the launch control because I'm spinning a lot. Thank you. 11.6, that's terrible. I spun so much. But I'm gonna look at the tires and see what happened. Right now it says I'm at 24 PSI. I may just go lower to 20 this time around to see if that gives me more grip, and then I'll lower the launch control as well and maybe do a longer burnout just to heat everything up. I think this car's got a lot more in it. It definitely does. So we're just gonna try to make those adjustments and then see what happens on the next pass. I've gotten a better quarter mile than that on the street. Let's see this. I wanna show you guys my street quarter mile time. All-time best in the street, 11.69. 11.66, come on, what is going on? I gotta really try harder this time. I don't know how I can spin more at a track than on the street, but I guess I did. How you doing, man?
Hook out there? I'm trying to hook, I can't hook.
I can't. I can't hook either, you know that? I'm
the
spinning.
first, like, at least 10 feet, I can't hook.
That's the same exact thing I'm feeling. The first,
just
yeah,
went to 15 PSI from 18.
15?
So.
I'm at 20 now.
I think it's too slippery or something.
I was in the left lane when I did it, yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there to the front. Where have you been? Sorry about that earlier, I'm pulling you off.
Oh, it's fine. So how did it feel?
Spinning.
So ease on it?
It's later on, further down, it hooks. Thank you, man. Feel it, you gotta feel it. You know, you just gotta feel it. All AC off. Drag
Nice radio. What are your times? Oh, it's speed spinning.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey,
My name's Austin. Nice to meet you.
I just saw like a YouTube video of yours.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. You're doing good. You're doing good, GT500. No sign of clutches overheating. Mustang versus Mustang.
What year is this car?
2020.
I saw Jay Leno's review of this car.
Oh, yeah.
Badass, bro. Congratulations.
Thank you. This car is putting smiles on people's faces. That's what I'm talking about. Woohoo! That's fun. There we go. Since we're staged.
All right, so here we go. More Mustangs on the back.
That's 2,000 RPMs, man. That's just 2,000. Thank you. 11.5. These times are terrible out here today. What's pretty interesting that I just noticed is that when I'm doing the line lock, it's shifting me to second gear. I'm not doing that on my own. It's automatically upshifting me to second gear. That was better. So the longer burnout helped. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm hooking that time. That's better. That's what I'm talking about. So 11.375. Still not quite a 10, but I think I can raise the launch control because it hooked, but it bogged out for a second. So that makes me think that I can go a bit higher with the launch control and we should be good to go. So I just realized we're just doing a bit of a longer burnout this time, get the tires nice and hot, dodge the water box, and it's hooking now, so that's good. Just the launch control is a bit too low. So right now I'm waiting for Rodolfo. He's driving Scott's car. We're gonna try to get a run together with both vehicles, and yeah, both cars are not running in optimal conditions, but we're just gonna have fun with this thing. I think it's pretty cool. I think trying to see, well, looking at two GT500s side by side at the drag strip, one being the new one, and also one being the last of the manual, the last generation of the same car. It should be pretty cool, and plus, that car is a Super Snake, which is like the baddest version of a GT500 there is. So I'm excited about this. Me and him are gonna run together.
This Mustang?
Yeah, both of us. Okay. How's it running, man? Good. Looks like a ton of fun. You're spinning in like second gear, third gear. This thing's got so much horsepower.
The actual time from the lane was gonna take the wind like those 12:44.
It's too much, man. It's hard. Like, I think it's just the tires.
Tires?
And then,
Okay.
Like, it's too slippery.
That's pretty ball, dude. Oh man, you got to get like drag radials with this thing. Just now, I finally got the hook, but it was like 1800 RPM. So it's huge difference. I'm gonna try to ramp it up this time and do a longer burnout during the initial staging. I'm just gonna have fun with it, go full out, all out with the RPMs, max it out, and just see what happens. It's gonna be exciting. I wanna see if I can maybe feather it at max RPM. Were you spinning?
At first, I took off good. Like, it was good. But just the gear.
Yeah?
I decided, huh?
Yeah. It sounds loud, man. Do you want to go again or no? Oh, again? Okay, I'll follow you then. Just don't think we're going to be able to hit the 10s today. The DEA, I guess, is 1500. With that, a bit of a longer burnout, it seemed like the tires got more sticky and were much better with that launch. And also, by dodging the water box, I feel like the car is launching much better, because with going through the water box, it seemed like it was just spinning nonstop. The game plan is this: we're going to run both cars side by side one last time, and please don't take this video the wrong way. The times that these two cars run, they are not representative of how fast they truly are. You can see that with this car running 11.3s when it can do 10.6, even with the Super Snake. We're just having fun out here learning these cars, and plus, to be honest, he's never even drag raced the Super Snake before. So it's honestly really cool seeing one out here, because I've never seen a GT500 Super Snake at a drag strip. What do you think though, man? Ready for the final pass of the day?
Hopefully, man. Hopefully we can get this done.
We've got to time this right. $11,485. Yeah, the 60 foot, it's not working. I think we're gonna call it a day. Basically, word of mouth is that the track prep is not that good. It's very slick as soon as you launch. And also the DA is not 1500, it's 1600, so that should hurt the times. That 10.6 run It was freaking fast. I don't know how it did it. Bone stock. I drove the car over 1,000 miles from Fenton, Michigan, all the way, you can go, all the way to Dallas, and then onto the track with the same tires I drove on. And the PSI was higher than these. How did Ford do it? I'm really impressed with this car. I know for a fact it's got a lot more in it, and same with the Super Snake right behind me. I think on a good prep track, having both these cars run together with him having stickier tires, it'll be a much closer race. He'll probably beat me because he has much more horsepower, but again, it all depends on the conditions and the tires and how well he launches with the stick shift. That's much harder. Yeah, he's spinning every gear. Dude, you got too much horsepower, man.
I know, they just told me right now, they're like, hey, like, you shouldn't be taking this car out there.
Really? They said that?
Yeah, like that guy up there, he reported it.
So he reported you for spinning too much?
Yeah, she's like, you're all over the place. He's like, let me see your wristband. He's like,
What?
yeah,
You're kidding.
yeah.
It's a drag strip, man.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Well, at least you did it. Almost got kicked off because you're being too reckless or crazy with it, which, what does Scott think about it? Did he laugh? You tell him yet?
He told me to go all out, so I was like, all right.
Yeah. Awesome job, man. I had fun. I had fun.
Thank you, man.
Scott, you may have the baddest car here, you know that? I don't think one other car almost got kicked out except for you.
Yeah, you know, it was supposed to be street legal day,
Yeah?
and they were pretty much saying, we don't think your car's street legal.
Your tires are so bald.
Yeah, they're
probably
done now.
why.
They're toast.
What kind of tires are you gonna get, you think?
Am I going to get?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What if you got a smaller wheel in the back and ran like an 18-inch wheel or 17-inch wheel?
We could do that for drag racing, yes.
It's crazy because when you look at this car in the new 2020, this one is so easy to use and drive because it's all automated. With this, you got to really know what you're doing, right? You got to master that launch, you got to feather it, you got to use the clutch, nail each gear shift. He was telling me he was missing a second gear sometimes, dude.
Oh,
He was having a hard time going into gear.
There's so much like technical things to this car. It is not an easy car to drive.
It makes it more rewarding, doesn't it?
Once you master it,
yeah.
yes.
It's one of those things, there's so much to learn and
No
get used
one
to.
can just jump in this car and instantly drive it.
Well, that's what you told Rodolfo to do, man. You told him this last pass, go all out, because I said I was going to go all out, and it was a good call, man.
Yeah, he just sat there spinning all the way down the track and
No, every single gear,
every single gear, and they're like, this car's not supposed to be here. Are you sure it's supposed to be here? And he told them, oh, it's just a Mustang.
We'll do the race again with both cars, and when he gets new tires, because it was not fair at all, because I have brand new tires, the R AAA-Rs. But next time, stay tuned for next time, where we really, the legitimate way, see which one's faster. Well, there you have it. That's going to wrap up the event here at the drag strip in Fontana, California. What is the verdict? Well, taking this car here to the drag strip, the prep wasn't as good as it was for me in Dallas, in Texas. So the launches, it wasn't launching as hard. I felt like there was a lot of spinach, slipping, and overall, through each and every run, I kept lowering the launch control. Initially, I started out way high at 2,400 RPM. It felt good, but again, it just spun. Now, pass 2, I lowered it, and I think the all-time low I got to was 1,800 RPM. At that RPM, it plain hooked. The main thing I realized, though, was that by going through the water box with these tires, it was making so that the launch, it wasn't launching good at all. It was spinning so bad. So I was told to go around the water box, which I did that, and doing the burnout after that, it was a night and day difference. As a result of my dead hook at 1,800 RPM, I decided for my last pass to go all out like I did at Irwindale and max out the RPMs. With that in mind, my first pass with the RPMs maxed out, the car just went. And I think that was mainly caused by me launching the car and then letting off right away, giving about 60% throttle to make sure there wasn't that much slippage. So with that extra punch, that extra boost of being at 3,400 RPM and then modulating it, it felt way better. When I was launching too low in the RPM band, the car was bogging when I was taking off. To sum everything up, I think this car is probably gonna be a low 11, high 10 car at most drag strips, your average drag strip, and at the well-prepped ones, that's when you're gonna get your 10.6, 10.7 quarter miles. Anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, it really helps me out, and subscribe for much more great Shelby videos coming your way. See all of you in the next episode.